Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to replace the stabilized bar linkage.
Its job is to transfer the anti-roll forces from the stabilizer bar to help reduce body roll when cornering, keeping the car more stable and improving handling. The replacement is pretty simple. After lifting up the car, we remove each wheel and then by removing two nuts on each side, the links will come out. So as I said, we will start with removing the wheel. To access the bolts in this case, we will need to remove the plastic covers from the bolts. If you also have a French car and don't have a puller like this, I left a link in the video description to buy one. We will loosen the 5 wheel bolts. I personally prefer nuts, it's easier to control the wheel without it falling on the last bolt. And from here the process is pretty simple, but there are few key points. As you can see, even though I'm using a power tool, the nut doesn't come loose but keeps spinning freely. This is usually what happens with the links, and manufacturers make sure to provide the option to counterhold with an Allen key from the head of the bolt, or with a nut on the back part that's close to the ball joint. In this case there is a place for a 5mm Allen key, and this requires us to use an open-end wrench, 18mm in this case. By the way, subscribe to the channel, it's a necessary step in the work. So we will remove the upper nut on the shock absorber side and move to the lower nut on top of the stabilizer bar. Here too it won't come loose easily, so we will use the same method to remove it. In this part sometimes the rod will pull out easily, and sometimes because there is pressure applied to it we will need to convince it to come out. You can hit it with the hammer, or you can simply use the Allen key as a lever and convince it to come out with gentle wiggling. We'll remove the rod from the shock absorber side as well, and here you can see the new versus the old. In this case I ordered Melee HQ series, and they feel heavier and more quality than the original part. Usually the wear on these is created by a tear in the boot that protects against dirt, which eventually gets in and destroys the ball joint until knocking sound develop when going over uneven roads. The assembly is in the reverse order. We will insert one side into the stabilizer bar and install the nut. And we will insert the other side into the shock absorber mount and install the nut. Usually the ball joint in the new rod will be stiffer, so we can tighten it with a power tool on minimal settings. The final tightening we will do manually because you can easily damage the threading with too much force. And we will also tighten the stabilizer bar side. Notice that here I can use the impact, so I use the ratchet and you can see that the ball joint is spinning and basically the tightening is going nowhere. So in this case of the new rod I was able to counterhold with a 60mm spanner from the other side. Until the nut was tight. The final tightening can be done without counterholding. The pressure applied to the threading already prevents the ball joint from spinning. And that's it. We have new links on the other side as well, of course, which wasn't filmed. So all that's left to us is to put back the wheels, the bolt covers and lower the car to the floor. If you made it this far, I assume you just enjoy watching someone else work on the car. So I left this part uncut for your enjoyment. Don't forget to comment on the video if it helped you and leave a like. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.